What's up guys, it's me Storm, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be having a look at all of the new things that are coming to Clash Royale on Monday. There are 4 new cards, there are more deck slots, there are new game modes, there's new challenge modes, there's some quality of life improvements, there is a lot of new stuff that is coming to the game. Alright, so the very first thing that we're going to be having a look at is the new cards. I'm sure you guys are all very interested in that. I'm going to be talking about what I think of the new cards, and I'm also going to be filling you guys in on how the cards work. So of the 4 new cards that are coming to Clash Royale, there is a common, there is a rare, an epic, and a legendary. We're going to get to the legendary last, but I'm really excited for this legendary. First up, we have the skeleton barrel. It's kind of like a balloon. It moves towards the tower, and when it reaches the tower, it will drop skeletons, 8 skeletons onto the tower. It doesn't do any damage when it reaches the tower, it just drops the skeletons, and of course it can die along the way, it can be killed, and then it will drop the skeletons wherever it was destroyed, but it'll do the exact same thing when it reaches a tower. Now, obviously the best card to counter this would just be the log or Zap. I can definitely see that Zap will be coming back into the game with all the new balance changes, so Zap and log is a very good counter to this card. But at the same time, it can definitely work well with Lava Hound decks and maybe even some giant decks. And yeah, it's another skeleton card. You can never have too many skeletons in Clash Royale. So the next card that we're going to be having a look at is the flying machine, which apparently the master builder sent to the arena. Now, the best way to describe the flying machine is it's a flying musketeer. It's got less hit points, and the damage per second is the same as a dart goblin. It moves at the same speed as a baby dragon. Now, a fireball can kill this. It's got enough hit points for a fireball to wipe it out, so it would be a 4 elixir trade, and I can definitely see fireball being used in a lot more decks when this card comes into the game. But overall, it's just a flying musketeer, and its speed is fast. Next up, we have the cannon cart from Clash of Clans. The main thing about the cannon cart is that when you destroy it, it's kind of just there again, and you need to destroy it once more. So what they did over here was, it has a shield, and when you destroy the shield, it's going to have the exact same amount of hit points remaining, but it just cannot move. It's rendered immobile. There's one big difference when it comes to Clash Royale and Clash of Clans, is that when this cannon is destroyed, then it's not going to have a lifetime. It'll stay there forever if it's just left alone, and it actually works just like a cannon. So when you destroy the cannon carts, when you destroy its shield, then it counts as an actual cannon, so it will pull hog riders, golems, it'll pull even air units, it'll count just as a cannon. The hit speed is 1.2, but the damage is around the same as an actual cannon. If you look at the speed though, it's actually fast, moves at the same speed as a baby dragon, and that's what kind of makes it a little bit threatening. Its range is the same as a cannon, so a musketeer will outrange it if it is destroyed. But other than that, definitely a cool card. 5 elixir, it is epic, so kind of like Sparky, but it's very different. It's very different. It's not going to be like Sparky at all. It's actually going to be a good card. And so now we are getting to my favorite card of this new update, and that is the Mega Knight. Now, the Mega Knight it's insane. It's got 3,300 hit points at level 1. That's kind of like a giant, and I believe it's like the same as a Lava Hound. That's insane. It's 7 elixir for the card, but what makes this card so good is that it jumps from target to target depending on range. So if something is 4 to 5 blocks away, then the Mega Knight is going to jump towards them, dealing at least 480 damage in an area. It's splash damage. It's not single target like a P.E.K.K.A would. So this thing is very scary. When you put it down, it's going to do the exact same thing like an Electro Wizard. If you put the Electro Wizard down, it zaps. When you put the Mega Knight down, it's going to do spawn damage, 480, the same as its jump damage. So it's less than a Fireball, but it's very similar. And that's what makes this card so scary, is that it's a very viable defensive card. Now, sure, it can't take out tanks so nicely because its hit speed is like the same as a P.E.K.K.A, and it does area damage, 240 damage. So it's not going to do that much. It'll have like 120 damage per second, more or less. It's not going to wipe out a tank very quickly, but the fact that it has its spawn damage, you can use that behind the tank to wipe out the troops that are supporting the giant. So let's say it wasn't a giant, okay? Let's say it was a golem and he was coming at you with an Electro Wizard and a bowler and a musketeer. Let's just say he had so many cards down or whatever, and then you put this thing down. It's going to kill a lot of cards that have less than 480 health in an instant. So if he had, if your opponent had like goblins, skeletons or anything, this guy's going to wipe that out when he spawns. It's not okay. We have not received a tank in this game for how many months? It's been way too long since they last released. I think the last actual tank that they released was either the Lava Hound or the Royal Giant. It was one of those, and that was so long ago. Now they're finally bringing like an actual win condition back into Clash Royale, and I am very excited for this because this is going to change up the game. No more just Golem and then a giant and then the occasional over-leveled Royal Giant. It's actually going to be a new win condition, changing the game up a lot. Imagine this, you have the Mega Knight and you just pair it with the Night Witch. What are you going to do? What are you gonna do? It's too strong. It's 11 elixir for like an incredibly powerful push. He does splash, he's got the same health as a giant, and he's doing all these intense things. And then there's the Night Witch as well. I would not know what to do. I would not know how to beat that. There's just, I'd be done. So definitely hyped for when this card is going to be released. We just have to wait for the bats to come in, but I'm pretty sure it's going to come very soon. As soon as the update hits, it'll probably be like 7 days until the bats come out. That'll be my guess. But just the sooner the bats come out, the better, because then we can start getting these new cards. So I think that's enough of me talking about the new cards. There's still a lot more that I need to talk about. So what I'm going to be talking about next is the new deck slots. When you reach level 8, you'll be able to unlock 2 more deck slots, so you'll have 5. I don't know if they'll do something else like this in the future. If you hit another level, you might get some more deck slots. In my opinion, it wasn't really that necessary. I would have preferred if they spent that time implementing that towards improving the tournament feature, which they are definitely working on improving their tournaments. But tournaments is a very big feature in Clash Royale, and they've really needed to work on that for a while. But back to the deck slots. Having 5 deck slots is definitely going to be cool. You could definitely put down, you could have a lot of decks and you won't have to get rid of a deck to make something new. Another big thing that is coming, well, not that big, but I believe it's big, definitely for the channel. It's the fact that you can now invite friends to your friends list without social media. So I could invite you guys, I could add you guys as a friend, and you guys could watch my battles, have friendly battles with me, etc. You guys would be able to do that with just a link. So I'm definitely excited for that. I'll be able to share that with you guys as soon as the update comes, and then you guys can add me as a friend. That'll be very cool. So we'll just have to wait until that comes. Now, clans are also going to be unlocking at level 1 now instead of level 3. And the card requests for the clans, you unlock that at level 3. Now, obviously, this doesn't really appeal to anyone over here who's listening to me, because, well, who really just started playing, am I right? but it's kind of cool for new players. Now, the next big thing that is coming to Clash Royale are some new game modes. Now, not the 2v2 that I spoke about in the other video. I'll get to that later. There are new challenge modes coming to Clash Royale. There is sudden death, there is ramp up, and there is triple elixir. Now I'm going to explain these one at a time, and we'll be starting with ramp up. Now, the ramp up challenge mode is basically you start off and it's at 1 times elixir, and as soon as you are 1 minute into the game, then it hits 2 times elixir, and then the next minute it is 3 times elixir. So as soon as it hits 1 minute remaining, then it is 3 times elixir, and that's when it's going to get pretty scary. Now, the triple elixir challenge, you just start off at 3 times elixir. So this is going to be the most chaotic mode yet, and I am very excited for triple elixir. It's to compare it, we've kind of experienced something like this before with Trainer Cheddar, except Trainer Cheddar had 4 times elixir. Well, not had, he still has it. He's still in the game. But Trainer Cheddar has 4 times elixir, so maybe in the future we'll actually have a 4 times elixir mode. Maybe they'll call it the Cheddar Challenge. The Cheddar Challenge. I like it. And the last mode that is coming is Sudden Death. And Sudden Death starts you off straight into overtime with 3 minutes remaining. So it's technically the shortest mode in the game, being limited to only 3 minutes, and it starts at 2 times elixir, and it's 2 times elixir throughout. So it's just Sudden Death, 3 minutes, and it's pretty chaotic, but not anywhere near as chaotic as triple elixir, and ramp up can definitely be more chaotic than Sudden Death. So I hope you guys are excited for those new challenge modes, and I believe that you'll be able to play them with your clan mates, maybe even passively, like whenever you want, but I might be wrong there. But definitely you will be able to play that with your friends when the challenges are on their way. So I'm definitely going to have a lot of fun, and with the new friends mode, even we could play together with some of these new game modes. So that'll be pretty cool. And now the last sneak peek that they have not yet announced, or maybe they have, I don't know what time I'll have this video up, but they are going to be announcing some new 2v2 changes. Maybe even some things that I have not yet discussed in the previous video, but there are more 2v2 modes coming. There is 2v2 draft, and 2v2 is coming to friendly battles. So with that, I'm definitely going to be making some pretty fun videos. I'll have like 2-3 friends around, and maybe I'll collab over Discord or whatever, but I'll have like, it'll be 4 people, 2 versus 2, and it'll just be all of us in the video, and it'll be pretty fun. That's all that is really in the new update. It's a lot to take in, it's a massive update, and they still have 1 or maybe 2 more sneak peeks to release, but I believe I've covered most of what is coming to the game. I don't think I missed anything. If I did, just let me know in the comments. But the update is coming on Monday, so it's just around the corner. I'll see you guys in a new video as soon as the update hits. And don't forget that I've got a live stream coming very soon today. If you guys don't know yet, some of you guys might not yet know, I live stream every Sunday for a 2,000 gem tournament, and it's going to be pretty fun. So I hope to see you guys there. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.